Hi, welcome back from the break to Impact with Heidi Phillipson and
Nick Barber.
What you're coming back to is we just had a lovely first part, and now we're going to be going into your interview with Gary McCarthy, the acting mayor of Schenectady.
That's right, tough job. Gary McCarthy, the acting mayor. He's going to talk about many significant issues facing the city and what it's like to be the acting mayor in the city of Schenectady.
Nick, that's a real pivotal time to have such an interview. What was it that struck you about that in particular?
What it struck me about was that we're all sharing the same problems. As far as impact, many upstate communities and small cities are suffering the same problem. So we have to reach out to others, reach out to volunteers, neighborhoods, and get collective support to solve these current issues that our cities are facing.
Well, sounds good. Let's hunker down and see what he has to say.
Okay. Hi everybody, welcome to Impact, the government segment. I'm Nick Barber, your host, and my guest today is Gary McCarthy. Gary is the acting mayor of the city of Schenectady, and we're happy to have him here with us.
Nick,
hi Gary.
it's a pleasure to be here, and
Thanks.
it's exciting to be here at Open Stage Media and part of this new show, Impact.
Yeah, well, you know, it was a long road to get here, but you worked on public access along with myself and many others.
Well, you and I both had the opportunity to serve as chair and president of SAC, and were instrumental in that transition of public access to move it from, again, the Broadway location, which was a nice setup, and it served the community for a number of years, but now it's a full integrated component here of the Proctor's campus, and it complements our arts and entertainment district, and it's just exciting to see some of the new products that are coming out on the air and some quality productions here.
Well, thank you very much for your efforts in getting us here. Well, Gary, what's it like being acting mayor? You know, your day-to-day job. People would probably like to know.
Well, it's been an interesting path. We've met a lot of good people, dealt with problems, excited about, did our street paving program this year, doing code enforcement, want to continue to position the community for future growth. We've seen a lot of great things happen here in downtown, but we all know the focus has to be in the neighborhoods.
Well, you've worked on both because you also serve in the Metroplex Development Board. Are you still on that board? Or?
I'm not.
You're not, but you were
yes,
for a period of time.
I resigned from that position again after Brian Stratton left, and just picking up the duties at City Hall. There's only so much time in the day, and you can only do so many things.
I guess there's a question that would come to my mind. When do you sleep?
Occasionally.
It's got to be a long day.
They are. It's the city is a 24-hour operation, so there's always something going on, and you never know when the phone's going to ring or people are going to ask you to make some decision or come out and help.
I'm sure you have a good support staff helping you out.
Yeah, the city's fortunate. We have good management staff, and we're very lucky to have those people in place.
Well, in the neighborhood issues, I think that's something that's very important to the taxpayers, quality of life in neighborhood issues. You mentioned the road paving program. What's unique about it? My understanding was you did much more than the anticipated miles of roads that
it's interesting.
Typically would have been done.
It's really an interesting process. It's environmentally sound. Where process, a couple of trucks go over and they have gas jets and they force open flame down on the road surface. It heats the road surface up. There's a process where striators dig up the macadam, they pick it up, add a rejuvenator to it, and then put the macadam back down in place. So the road is repaved right there. You get a finished product literally 10 minutes after you've started.
It's an amazing process. I've seen these big machines moving slowly down the street. Is that equipment that's leased, or do we own it? And
we just contracted with a contractor who comes in and does that work. They specialize in that type of repaving, and it's again, it's very cost effective. It's environmentally sound, and it gives us some great results.
You also have been very involved in neighborhood issues. You've been a longtime member of your own neighborhood association, and maybe you want to comment on the issue of volunteerism and neighborhood involvement, because people are concerned about their neighborhoods today, as we all know.
Yeah, and I think one of the great things of Schenectady is the network of neighborhood associations that have evolved over the years, so that there are groups pretty much in every neighborhood where people take ownership and come forth to try and make things better. And we saw it last summer, and again when we had the hurricanes, and the hurricane and the tropical storm come in, where people came forward and helped out just in such numbers, in such quality. It's just very heartwarming to have a community where people are so open and willing to help, really make a difference, and it adds clearly to the quality of life.
Well, I guess history repeats itself in the days when, there were no resources. You can go back to the Minutemen. We have fiscal restraint and constrictions of budget. So volunteers become very important. So neighborhood issues and neighborhood watch people are very important to helping the community.
Yes, and neighborhood watch is one of the things I think that we have to continue to build upon, so that they complement the efforts of our police department, and that you're able to involve people, make them aware of the impact that they can have in their neighborhood in a positive way, just by doing very small things, just observing things. When you see something that's a little bit out of the ordinary, something that shouldn't be there, you report it, and it can be significant in terms of solving a major crime or deterring crime. Is really the thing that we all hope for, so that you don't have to be victimized or have burglaries or have the other things that happen where people are acting improperly.
Oh, we could all do that just looking out our window and reporting it. The neighborhood watch people are not police officers. They don't investigate crimes. They just see, hear, and report issues to the police department.
Exactly, and that's where I think some people also think you have to be out on patrol or walking in your neighborhood, and that's always great. We encourage people to get out and enjoy the beautiful elements of each of our neighborhoods. But the one program there where they have just window watchers, where you just watch what's happening in front of your house or just very close to your own home, again, you can make a difference.
My understanding is you sold a city vehicle when you became acting mayor. I guess that was cost savings, but also it was a gesture showing fiscal restraints. What was your intention when you
Again, that's it. It's just you have to set an example, and we want that to be replicated throughout the city and hopefully government, where, again, it's nice to have those things, but I believe they're unnecessary, and so my first act was to sell that vehicle.
So it was a gesture. Well, most upstate cities have similar problems. Schenectady's not unique to fiscal restraints in the economy, and how do we compare to other sister cities? Albany's bigger, Troy's similar. Do you communicate with those other administrations and mayors and share ideas and exchange
No, I've talked to
programs?
Mayor Jennings on an ongoing basis, Mayor Tutunjian in Troy. Again, there are a lot of similarities in the communities, and we want to work together and try and build on that relationship, because we're all in the Capital District, and collectively we can try and make things better.
We're all in it together.
Yes, we are.
Well, you know what? We're running out of time, unfortunately. But
what an impact.
Yeah, what an impact. You've made a great impact. Thanks for coming, Gary McCarthy, acting mayor for the city of Schenectady. We hope that you come back again and join us in the future on Impact.
I'd like to be a regular. It's a great program.
We'll give you frequent flyer miles.
Okay.
You can come back, whenever you'd like.
Sounds exciting.
Thanks again.
Thank you,
Gary
Nick.
McCarthy, acting mayor, city of Schenectady. Thanks for watching.